Hi, I'm Peter, and I'm back again with another video introducing yet another tool in my real estate agent sales system. You could call it a business in a box. Today, I want to talk to you about something that a lot of agents like to do, which is you'll see some agents, maybe they're a big shop, maybe they're on a big sales team, and they'll go and get one of these massive dry erase boards, the kind that's the size of a classroom chalkboard, and they'll screw it up into the wall, and then they'll mark it with lines and grids. Maybe they'll score it with, I don't know, some electrical tape or something, and then they'll keep track of all of their clients, prospects, clients, buyers, sellers, and this way that they make sure that they can look at a glance and see exactly where in the process of the transaction each prospect or client is. Well, I got to tell you, it's expensive because you got to pay several $100s. In fact, some of those boards are $700-800, and then you've got to drill giant holes in the wall because they're heavy and they need to be held in place with lag bolts or some other type of stud system. But what I've done is I've created a desktop version. Check it out. I call it the Billboard. It is 11 by 17 inches, printed on thick cardstock and wrapped in a 5mm laminate. It allows for you to keep track of 14, there's 7 on each side, prospects and or clients. So you use your dry erase pen to keep track in each one of these sections. You'll see in between these thick lines is one client at a time. So you put their name here. The top section is for when they are a prospect. And so it's got things like, when is their deadline? When was the last time you followed up with them? When was your first discussion? Once that's had, so you just color these things in. Are they pre-qualified? Yes, we color it in. Did you give them a presentation? Once so, you color it in. Did you sign agency? Yes. When is the expiration? Did you submit the docs to your broker? Are they a listing or are they a buyer? You circle this in with a colored dry erase pen, and it keeps track of things. Once we cross this threshold, they become a client. This side is for sellers, and this part here is for buyers. This part here is for either buyer or seller once they go pending. And so the seller side, you put list price, also whether or not you've done prep to get the listing ready. Have you taken the pictures, written ad copy? Have you made a flyer? Have you done a marketing package? Have you uploaded it all to the MLS? Is it live in the MLS? And then what's the list date? Also, each time that you post it online, you can circle another one of these little pips. Notice that each one of these boxes is also cross-referenced back to pages in the handbook. Boy, that handbook just keeps coming up over and over again and again. It shall be your companion. On the buyer's side, you can put the buyer's budget here. Once you've conducted a needs analysis and also have a top 3 for them, you can keep track of how many properties you've shown them as well as how many offers they may have made. Once someone goes pending, then you put their contract price here, whether they're a buyer or seller. Was the inspection scheduled? Fill it in. Was the appraisal scheduled? Color it in. Once those are passed, you color those in. Is the loan approved? Past due diligence, repairs completed, clear to close. Did you do a walkthrough? Then the bottom box is all about the closing. Did you schedule the closing? Did you go to the closing? You put the closing date here, and you put your GCI in this box. You'll notice along the way also there's a box, 3 of them, that remind you to edit your database and wage a campaign. So like I said, this is 2-sided. There's 7 on each side, giving you 14. Now I've also filled in on this side a little bit more of an example so that you can see how you can color code it. You can see here we've got Joe Mama, Angie Daddy. Joe Mama is a buyer, as you can see at quick glance. Angie Daddy, she's a listing, she's a seller. So you'll see that as we look at this, Joe has a deadline of April. We've gone through the process of presentation. We've signed agency. We've submitted our docs. Agency expires on the end of March. Once again, Joe is a buyer. Budget is $300,000. We've done a needs analysis. We've shown 6 properties. We made an offer on one. Joe went pending at $290,000. He's had his inspection. He's got his loan approved. He's gone all the way through to closing. Closing date's on the 22nd of March, and your GCI is $9,000. Also, look here, Angie Daddy. Angie Daddy is a seller as designated by the L for listings colored in. See that Angie Daddy's deadline is July, and Angie has, you've given the presentation, you've signed agency. Angie is a client. Expiration of that agency is on the last day of August. We listed the property at $420,000. We've actually gone through all the prep stuff and listed the property on the 9th of May. We've posted it 5 times on the internet. Next open house, we don't have a date for that one, but we did go pending. At $435,000, we've actually gone through all of this process. We're scheduled to close. We haven't yet gone to the closing. It's scheduled for the 16th of June, and our anticipated GCI is $17,000, just a shade over. So what do you think of this? Is it not fantastic desktop way? Keeping track of all of your prospects and your clients at a glance? You see, you don't have to put holes in the walls. You can actually store this one to the side, and when you need to, you pull it out, you take a look. Who do I need to talk to today? What do I need to get done? How do I make sure nobody is overlooked in the process? That is sweet. I want to remind you that this is just an introduction video. Yeah, you can see how it works, but I've got a few other videos on more details. At my website, join.realestate, you'll see this is video number 10 in a series of 20 introducing all the parts of the system. This billboard can be purchased a la carte or part of the box set. You'll see that's all in the column together, the box set. The download in the right-hand column there is for free. You must come to the website, though, join.realestate, to download it. So once again, it's join.realestate. Yes, that is a domain. Yes, that's where you can find all this stuff. That's where you can find my grinning face, more content. So I hope to see you there. Come on by, get ready for another video in this series, and I'll see you next time. Bye.